my name is Melanie Garcia, and today I'm going to be talking about why Section 230 needs to stand. First of all, I want to talk about what is Section 230. For me, Section 230 means that it allows social media, internet providers, and websites to be legally protected if an issue were to arise. An example of this would be, let's say you write a letter with misinformation and you send it to the post office and your aunt or a friend gets it, and then they want to sue the post office. The post office at the end of the day will say this is not our fault because we were just the messenger. This is the same case when it comes to Section 230 and all of these platforms. The people who wrote the letter would be us, the people that submit content to these platforms, and these platforms would be the post office. They would say if someone were to get offended by a post or something, they would say, we did not physically provide this information. This is not our fault. We are not liable for this. Of course, there are exceptions and there have been cases, but that's the baseline. So why should we keep it? We should keep it because of 5 reasons. The first reason is that it allows us to post, comment, pictures, videos, and also share pictures and videos and comments. Without it, we wouldn't be able to. The second thing is that it allows vloggers to find their voice and help those that are going through troubled times go through their troubled times. The third thing is that YouTubers/YouTube wouldn't make as much profit as they're making now, because YouTubers, as we know, make money off of likes, comments, shares, and other variables as well, but those are the main ones that are covered by Section 230. And the next one would be that physical activists, social leaders, and political leaders and religious leaders wouldn't be able to post their comments and opinions online. So we as believers wouldn't be able to share our church's live stream or Bible verses that our Bible app gives us. We wouldn't be able to share that because let's say if someone comes up and says, "Hey," and gets offended by, "Hey, I'm offended," and gets offended by it, then we would be liable based if we take off Section 230. The last thing would be we wouldn't be able to post or see reviews on food, products, Amazon, Yelp, other things like that. We wouldn't be able to do that, especially bad reviews. So those are the 5 reasons why Section 230 needs to stand. Now, why are the protections that Section 230 provide, why they're important, like why are they important, is because of 2 main things. The first thing is that it protects us from child pornography and explicit things to be online. For example, it tries to capture as much child pornography as it can, and explicit things as well. That could be a range of things, really, but it limits that to much of its capacity. The second thing is that it catches physical harm, suicidal threats or alerts, also physical threats like bomb threats or things like that. It limits those. So those are the 2 main things on why Section 230's protections are important, because although we have so much freedom online and with websites, at the end of the day, we need something that cages it. We need something that not cages it, but restricts so much power so it doesn't get out of hand. Lastly, my last point is, why are some misguided? The number 1 reason why some are misguided by Section 230 is because of what I mentioned before in my last point, is that people believe that there is just way too much explicit content out there. Of course, there are other reasons, but this was one of the main ones that I found. Especially Biden, our president, at the end of last year in December, he stated that he wanted to null 230 because he believes that there's too much explicit content for children and it's too easy for them to find it on their mom's phone or on their parents' phone or brother's phone or whatnot. So, a few things to address that would be AT&T, Verizon, TV providers, websites, especially now YouTube, have been able to create, and they ask you what's your age, and if you're a parent, it says, do you want to make this kid friendly? Is this a kid's profile? You can also block certain content that you feel is aggressive towards your child, and shows and things like that. So they are addressing it. These websites and these platforms are addressing it. Another thing that I saw is that most people want Section 230 to be taken off so that Facebook and other platforms can actually go through everything that is posted on their platform and take out what is not needed, what's not necessary, opinions, and other things that are probably against most beliefs or against society's beliefs. Now, a few quotes from this website called The Verge, that I will also post the link below, states, "The existing law could not scale to meet the needs of the internet in 1996 and certainly wouldn't scale today." They followed up by saying, "Because it's important to read everything, most companies would just opt to take it down." So if we were to take off Section 230 and these websites and these platforms would have to look through everything, it would be a lot, and they would probably just opt out. Yes, you can probably maybe share some stuff and share some post, but then automatically if they feel, as soon as you post it and they feel like it offends someone or it's not, or it's going to cause them issues, they have the right to take it down right then and there. And then on top of that, there wouldn't be likes, comments, shares, and things like that. So social media would look extremely different than it does in today's society. Also, websites, I did find on another website that smaller websites and smaller in-tech platforms that want to arise within the next few years, if Section 230 is taken off, they wouldn't be able to, because not only would they have to find investors to build their own website and in-tech companies or in-tech websites and platforms, they would have to find lawyers and additional resources to make sure that their liability and insurance covers everything, which is kind of impossible nowadays because you can find loopholes in anything, and it's harder for people to accomplish their dreams with building their own websites and in-tech companies and in-tech platforms. So those are basically the main three, but the main one would be explicit content for children. Now, all of the links that I have talked about are provided below, and I just want to thank you for your time and have a great day.